Alright, today's car we have a 1999 Sabb. Customer's complaining about the back window will not roll up or down. It's kind of stuck, so I'll bring you over here and I'll show you exactly what we got to do. So this is our problem. Our window's kind of just stuck in this position. Alright, I'm going to show you how to remove this door panel. All you need is a panel tool, a T30, and a small pick, okay? What we need to do over here on this panel right here, you don't actually have to remove this. I'm just going to show you how you can. You just pop out the back side and then you tilt it forward. Remove that. Then you want to take your small pick tool, pull this out like that. Take your T30, grab a hold of the bolts and get those out. Then you're just going to take your pick tool, get right behind this little piece like that. Okay. And then you have another T30 right here. Once you remove that, the door handle will pretty much fall out. Okay. And it's kind of a weird setup. The way this is set up, this just pulls against the rod, so you just kind of lay it in there and you just pull it. There's no clip or anything like that. Okay. Then you also have two T30s here on the bottom. So there's one right here, okay? And then you have one clip right here for the window switch. So then you're just going to take your panel tool, get behind it, and then just pull back, okay? Like that. And then just pull straight up, and that should come off, okay? Now you have a clip back behind here that's connected to the actual window switch itself. You just release that and your door panel is free. Right here's your motor, your window motor, and here's your power wire. Now I basically just kind of tapped into that. I cut the black tape back so that I can test it. I have a power probe that we're going to be using, and I'm going to send a ground to this and a power to the other side, see if we can get it to activate, and then we're going to go through and do some troubleshooting. Alright, so I've turned the key on. Now I'm going to come back here to the switch. Now I've removed the switch off of the door panel, so I'm just going to reinstall it so I can do my test. Okay, make sure it's wired up correctly. And I have a pole. I can feel the contact, but I have no continuity. So now I'm going to test the power. Alright, now that I got my power probe set up, the way this works is I have one wire that's a ground and one side that's a positive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pierce tool and I'm going to set this inside here so you guys can see. Then I'm just going to pierce the wire just so I can test for power or ground, see what it's doing. Okay. Then I will put my power probe ground on there, and I will put my power on here, see if I have any contact. Okay, so I have a ground there. So now what I want to do is I want to see if the circuit is receiving the signal from the switch. Okay, so now I have the switch in my hand. Kind of hard to get that in the position that I need it without pinching my finger there. Okay, so I got a ground. So the switch is doing nothing, okay? So it should send a power or a ground, but it's doing absolutely nothing. So I will disconnect the switch. Okay. Then I will simulate power to it because I have a ground and I can also send power through this. So I'll connect this back up. Okay. Find that sweet spot there. Okay. See, now I can roll the window up and down. So that's going down. So I will switch the wire, switch this to the other side, switch the polarity, and test it the other way. Alright, now I switched the wiring. Now I'm going to put the probe on the other side because reverse the polarity, it'll move in the opposite direction. So the window should technically go up. And there it goes. Okay. Now the window's up. So I have power, the window motor is working. Now what we're going to test is the switch because the switch is not working. Alright, now with the key in the on position, I'm going to take my same power probe and I'm going to test all the circuits. Make sure that they're getting good contact all the way through. Because we have The little red light shows that there's power going through that circuit or through the fuse, but you got to do it with the key on so that you're testing all your circuits. Okay, so that's showing ground on both sides. That means that that's not a circuit unless the engine's running. Okay, same with that one. What you want to see is you want to see red on one side of the post, and then on the other side you want to see green. Then you know you have a blown circuit. Okay, but if it's showing red and red, it's a complete circuit. If it's showing green and green, it means there's no circuit there, unless maybe the key's running. And these ones are all look like spare fuses because they have no power in them at all. Okay, and then we're going to test the maxi fuses. Those usually don't blow too often. Now we could have a relay that's causing the problem. So now we're going to test that. Probably what caused this problem is being that the switch is in the center console. Really bad idea. Don't know why Sabb's done it that way. A lot of manufacturers put that center console where the switch is and the door lock. All it takes is some soda to spill down there, some coffee, something to get in there that's moist, and it connects the circuit, and that could cause those things to go out. So that's probably what caused the problem, but we'll let them know and we'll get back to the video. Alright, after doing some testing, what we found is that this car has some issues with the switch. Now, the switch right here inside the rear door lets the window go up and down just fine, okay? And also with that one over there. But when you try to connect it to the switch up here in the center console, they don't work. Even with the safety off, the child safety, they still don't work. So it's these switches that are bad, and I can just do that just by testing it. So I'm gonna put the thing back together. Got the windows to go up. They both work in the back. They just don't work from the factory switch. So he's gonna have to probably replace the switch, or we're gonna have to go through and do some more hard wiring. So that's pretty much how you diagnose it. It was really simple. Just test the fuse, send power to it, get it going up and down. We're able to fix the problem for the customer. He just wanted the window to go up. He didn't really want to fix the problem, but the problem is in the master switch, and so we'll get him a price for that. But anyway, hopefully you learned something today. A little bit of troubleshooting. Talk to you later.